Well, hey. Good morning. Welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast morning show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30 plus year video game enthusiast and industry analyst. And today for May 14th, 2025, I'll jump through the latest gaming news, what I've been playing, stuff like that. Morning Ultronomous, good to see you. Yeah, so again, like it sometimes is during the week, don't play too much, but for some reason, and there we go again, I always forget to grab. There we go. For some reason, it just came to me to play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate on my Switch. It came out Apple Arcade. That's when I first played it. That was 2023, 2024. Late 2024, it came out on Switch. That's where I got it. And I think now it's on Steam. And then it's eventually going to come to Xbox and PS5. It's actually very crazy how much this game has been ported. Anyway, I just had a feeling to play it because it plays like Hades. It plays like a roguelike, but it does it in a way that's not as you still have to spend more time in kind of repeating areas, obviously at the beginning with the kind of roguelike nature it is, but it does different things. Like even when I loaded the game, I forget the last time I played it. And it says I've played 2 hours and 31 minutes. I think that's an okay time. Yeah, when I had since last time I played it, I launched it. A couple interesting things went on. So actually, we're going to divert the discussion for a second. Because when I went to go play the game, it told me, oh, there's an update needed. Because, the Switch now has an update that involves those virtual cards. So it says it needs to update. It finishes updating. So I go to play the Ninja Turtle game, but then it says that I need to load the virtual card. And I'm like, okay, then I'll load the virtual card. And it says, oh, no, but this isn't your primary Switch. You would have to then go to your primary Switch, update that, tell it that this other Switch you are using is yours as well. So then that you can go on that Switch and load the card. Which I got to say, I am surprised Nintendo implemented this convoluted system so far after the original Switch. Like, I don't know if they came across something that required them to come up with this system, but it's just unnecessary. It's, and so there's other things, caveats, like when I was doing that thing where I had to have both systems next to each other. Again, both of them are mine. One's OLED and one's standard. Excuse me. Okay, we got that morning sneeze out. But one is OLED and one is standard. And while I was setting up the transfer, it was even asking like, do you not have your console with you? So I'm curious what would have happened if I had pressed that. But I had an issue with this actually with the 3DS and the Wii U where my account was tied to a console that I ended up like reformatting and selling or something, or I got another one and then I wanted my account and then you have to go through this stuff. It is kind of weird that they do that. While Charm's saying, yeah, Nintendo loves convoluted systems. It's weird, right? And real quick, I've been finally going through Batman Return to Arkham Asylum. Never played that one before. Return to Arkham? Yeah, I don't think I've played that one either. Huh. I'll have to look that up. Okay, so Switch virtual cards, it was kind of weird. But then I got back, once I got that all squared away, which I'm surprised how long that took, then I was able to play this Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate. Again, think it's a very underrated game. In fact, when I loaded it, it had an update for the game itself. Hey, ChamKillX, good to see you. It had an update for the game itself that actually changed quite a bit, it's little gameplay tweaks that make the game feel more tight in its gameplay mechanics. And the gameplay mechanics are good because I'm actually upgraded enough to where when I'm playing, it's super fast-paced combat. So I will say, I think this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate game is very good, but I also do think that its roguelike mechanics keep it from being truly awesome. You know what? One more thing I forgot to add about it is when you're doing your runs, which is the main, I think, thing about roguelikes that are annoying is how fun is it to replay the beginning of the game a lot. These roguelikes are usually front-loaded when you start them where you're replaying the beginning a lot. The Ninja Turtles game does some interesting things because you have your sewer hub world, but then to go out to play the game, you going through the sewers to then go to the docks. It's something like that. Anyway, when I was playing this past time, I noticed it had like new mini bosses I was fighting, and some of the upgrades I was getting, I didn't really understand too much. So like when you defeat this type of enemy, you get this and that, and I'm like, oh, so once you've done runs where you've cleared areas, when you're playing through them again, they will sprinkle in little bonus bosses and stuff, and by having certain, you get permanent upgrades in the game along with the run upgrades. Some of the permanent upgrades will give you bonuses based on those bonus like boss fights or something like that. So it's a cool game. It's a cool game. I think what holds it back is, I think maybe its cadence of release, like Apple Arcade. So for the longest time, people were looking at this game as an Apple Arcade game. Then it just came to Switch. So then people were like, oh, an Apple Arcade Switch game. Maybe, and now it's on PC, or either, I think it is now. Eventually, it's going to be on PlayStation and Xbox. I kind of hope this game gets kind of a bigger. I don't know what to explain. Also, the last thing I will add, as someone that grew up with Ninja Turtles, like in the late '80s, it started with the action figures showing up on the store shelves, for me, and then seeing it on TV. This design of the Ninja Turtles, I like a whole lot. This is one where they look like the classic Ninja Turtles, except they have like the wraps on, which looks cool. They have wide eyes. Joy Toy made a line of action figures that I don't know if their plan was to make it based off these. They kind of released at the same time, but it has this look. Cool stuff, huh? Okay, so that's kind of cool. That was just me fanboying about Ninja Turtles, even though it's like, I think a lot of it is just rooted in liking it as a kid. So it's like by default, I like Ninja Turtles. It's the HD re-release of Arkham Asylum, Arkham City. They love to add. Okay. I didn't know they did HD re-releases. That's interesting. Sewers in the docks, and I have no idea what comes after. You know what? I don't either. I haven't beaten that part because Kira, I think, isn't that the name of the girl ninja in Ninja Turtles? She's a boss. I don't think I've been able to beat her yet. Okay. Let's talk about some news. Some of it's pretty interesting. In fact, GTA 6 could be delayed again, claims Industry Insider. So let's see. Look, we're learning about the stranglehold GTA 6 has on the industry daily now, which I like that thing. I like that there was a delay in the first place. I think it helped companies, I guess, confirm release dates for their titles. Okay. In a new report for Bloomberg, industry expert and analyst Jason Schreier has commented on the recent GTA 6 delay and why developers and publishers are still stressed about its new release date. For other companies, Grand Theft Auto 6 slipping was cause for panic. One developer working on a big multiplayer game told me that they had previously delayed their release date from fall 2025 to spring 2026. That was mostly because the game needed more time, but also to get away from GTA 6. The time is probably more important. Yeah, so this is something I think we all know that's been going on, and I think it's pretty cool that it could possibly delay again. EA has strongly implied the next Battlefield entry will release before May, but some studios for early 2026 are panicking. There's no guarantee that May 2026 is a sure thing. So this is cool stuff, just because I'm fascinated by the effect of a game like this has on the industry, but also, especially it's a game that I've never completed or cared for other than the isometric ones that came out on PC back in the day, which there's that new game Precinct. I think I'll play it tomorrow on stream. But anyway, it's kind of like that. Okay. Anyway, and kind of go back to my main point here is because GTA 6 is being delayed, this opens up room for more games to be released that maybe developers or publishers weren't sure they'd be able to. Let's see. The title of the Super Mario Brothers movie sequel has been accidentally revealed early, and it's called Super Mario World. Because I guess NBC Universal website was listing all their upcoming movies, and one was Super Mario World, which makes sense to be the name of the sequel. Since, the Super Mario and Super Nintendo was kind of a big deal when it came to like the next Mario. I mean, Mario 3, you know, now I'm going back on my thing because it's funny that first Mario movie it had a lot from other Mario games, and that was the thing with the Sonic movies. It's like, are they going to be following the games and only add things? They sort of kind of did, and I think Mario has done that too. I think what could be the big thing with Super Mario World is making it where it has dinosaurs in it, just because kids like dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are a big deal. Super Mario World was all about Dinosaur Island, so that might be what they go for. I mean, that's like accidentally leaking the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie is called Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I know, yeah, that's it's got a and that's another good point too, because this could just be a placeholder, Super Mario World. Like it makes sense. We're gonna call it this, and then like maybe closer to the date they change it or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's pretty cool stuff. Helldivers 2 major Heart of Democracy update leaked by PlayStation. Another leak. Here we go. But curious what it has. Some of the okay, was just a total of a major. Okay, focused on the Illuminate, which is the other. It's a major attack on Super Earth. The in-game messages make it known as such. All of the current objectives are literally just trying to weaken or slow the invasion fleet's advance. Some have even questioned whether this is the end of the line for Helldivers 2, with the live service model collapsing under the weight of imposing alien forces a little more than a year after the game was released. Yeah, I don't know what to think, especially with a game like Helldivers, because it came out super strong, super awesome, but I don't know how much that had been fumbled along the way, because sometimes, like, if you got a big greedy publisher, they're like, okay, let's maximize then its potential, but you could have a team that's like, no, let's do quality of life improvements as we go. Okay, more Germans are playing video games than ever before, particularly those aged 60 plus. Interesting. Okay. Over 37.5 million people play video games in Germany, the highest number ever recorded for the country. A boost in the number of over 60 gamers, which has grown from 6.4 million people to 7.7 million in just 12 months. Has pushed the average age of players past 39 for the first time, up from 38. 48% women. Okay. Anyway, I just find this stuff interesting because, you know, as you know, with video games, it's relatively a younger media. You know, there's not many people older than my generation that can say like they grew up with it. A lot of it is mainly like the technology, you know, that sort of thing. Whereas for like my generation, video games, they already had these crazy worlds that were fully colorized and rendered that you can get into. And so what I'm just saying is more and more we're going to see more people, you know, at the old folks home playing Doom on, you know, LAN instead of bingo. I don't know. Let's see. Hopefully this one focused it felt like they were trying too hard to reference literally everything, just focus on the Yoshi. You know, that really good point. And it's like almost what you want to do. What am I trying to say? It's like if you got a chance to make a Mario movie, if like the first one was like, well, okay, well, we're just gonna make the first Mario. There's so little of the Mario stuff you'd want to add, you know. So it's like I get that, and then it's like, well, eventually, I want to do Super Mario World so he can have a cape, you know, like in Ride the Dinosaur, you know. It would be a good TV show, which Mario always had TV shows. I think back in the day for each series until, I don't know, after Super Mario World, I think. Okay. All right. So you know what we're going to do today? We're going to play some games. There's a game that I just heard about today. Let me see if I can get all this. It's called Slormancer. What kind of name is that? Okay. Oh, there we go. Full screen. It's loading in. Is it doing okay? This game might have a hard time with that. Okay, it looks like it's loading in. All right, So, and I guess I could turn up the music a little bit. Again, this is the first I'm hearing about this game, and I saw it in the store this morning, and then I saw it happen to be on my brother's list. My brother and I do the Steam family sharing. I don't know what this is. I don't know what to think. It said fast-paced action RPG. You're the man. Okay. Let's see what this is about. I'm the champion of this kingdom. His name is Brian McRipped, so we can kind of see the humor this is going for. I'm charged keeping the people safe. Thanks to my incredible abilities, I could talk about myself all day long, but we don't have much time. Strange things are happening in the graveyard of Adjart. Skeletons are coming out of the ground and spreading terror. It is the gravedigger who has given us the mission to fight and defeat them so that he can return to work as soon as possible. However, dude, you are talking a lot. Like, you're talking about skeletons, terror. I'm here to help. Oh, this is where I could choose. I'm just going to go with this one. Huh. Okay, by visiting old Adam Nostris at the east end of the village and ask him to give you one of my old weapons, and then come back to me. And get a protein drink on the way. Okay. All right, so how does this game... Okay, you can use controllers. Okay. Use L and R to aim. Got it. All right. So this is interesting, graphics being pixel. Okay, so I guess there's all these people to meet and talk to. Let's see. I gotta talk to some dude named Adam. There's Rick, Jean-Pierre. What? Oh yeah, okay. So to get the drink. Did I get the drink? Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, so I don't know. That's kind of funny, but not my thing. Okay, here we go. Oh wait, no, that's some other dude. Huh. Those characters look pretty interesting. Oh, there we go. Okay. I get it. I'm sure this is funny. I kind of want to... Nice. Oh, press Y. Okay. All right, let's go back to this dude. And I see there's little stars on the map that are representing where I need to go. Okay. I just want to get to some gameplay. Show me the loop. Okay. So become like a Navi or something like that? Or no? Yeah, isn't that the name? Wait. No. Isn't Navi the name of the aliens in or is that the same name as Link's little buddy that talks to him? Am I just realizing this? Man, these people are having a conversation. But I heard there's skeletons that we need to... Okay, villagers disappeared. All right. How many times do you have to make me press A? Okay. Time to fight. For now, you only have one skill. Press A to use it. Got it. So am I supposed to go? Oh, here we go. Let's get into some action. Okay, that hurts me. Let's see. Is there a dodge or a... I think I pressed B as soon as it was telling me something. Whenever you kill an enemy, you also reap his Slorm, the essence that brought him back to life. You'll eventually be able to upgrade your skills with the Slorm reaped this way. Okay. I'm seeing a little loop here. Look like a scroll I could pick up. Here we go. Help, it's a disaster. No. Okay. Okay. You know, and again, I always feel bad about skipping dialogue, but for me, what's going to keep me in a game is the gameplay loop and not the story. Because a game could have a really good story, but if the mechanics aren't interesting, I'll just go look up the story. Okay, so either there's a dodge that you eventually get, or you do the weird... Oh, what the... That's cool. Light-plated gauntlets? Oh. Okay, so that's a pretty... Oh. Okay, that's weapon stuff. I guess this is skills. Ancestral legacy? Whoa. That looks like a lot of upgrading. That's pretty cool, actually. And then, my profile. But it looked like I picked up some gauntlets. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, this right here. So, why to equip? Okay, I like this. I like how you equip your dude. Look at how many areas there are that you can add gear. Hey, sup, Steven? Yeah, this is a pretty good pixel art here. It's very clear. It's very consistent. All right, let's see. Okay. Cool. Hey, I've got a sword. You want me to fight some skeletons? You know, okay. Oh, did I? Okay, let's see. All right. It looks like I head back out to the town, maybe? Or out of the town into the woods or something. Let's see. Into the graveyard. Okay, so let's look at this real quick. Just, we see the graveyard, progression 0%. So again, I don't know the gameplay loop. I don't know if these are randomly generated or they are crafted a specific way, but let's see. Ah, okay, so you can break stuff. You mainly get gold. Goldus. Oh, and something happened with the pots? Like, did I... slam enough, I guess, to... There we go. Wow. Enough experience to gain a level. Much strong. Yeah, I am much strong. All right, here's where we do some upgrading. Attribute points. Okay. Wow. Look. So far, we've seen so many different things you can do to upgrade your character in this. Toughness. Golly. And there's so much. Look at all of the stats and the percentages that I probably would not take my time to read, but could if this game you could probably min-max like crazy. I don't know where I should put. I'm just gonna add to damage. Okay, and it was just like one little pip, so there could be a lot going on with this game. All right. Yeah, so far there's not a block or anything. You see at the bottom of the bar, it's kind of showing buttons and what they could be. Unless it's like a Diablo thing where you're like expected to get hit, but you get the right buffs to... And so far, since there's really only one button, you know, it's a little more on, I'd say, the boring side. But I guess seeing all that's possible... And that's actually reminded me of the Ninja Turtle game I was just talking about, where like early on, it's kind of like there's not much going on here, but once you start getting the upgrades, the action's a lot quicker. All right. I just love bashing these jars. I just wish I had another power right now. I see these enemies and it's like I'm just doing this. Oh. Oh, cool. The Great Strap. All right. All right. Yeah, and I do see my health. I do see my health go up. So I guess it is that type of game where I can kind of just sit and let them come at me, and then eventually my health is going to go up. Okay, something else. Boots. Oh, you can just walk into the jars. They know what's up. Man, that's a lot of enemies. No level up. Okay. Oh, I got a skill, finally. Although that's pretty good for being the first level, giving you time to kind of figure out the game. And then what do I... Oh, that's cool. He throws a branch or something? All right, it is getting close to that time. Let's see if we can finish out this map. And, like, look at my health. I can get hit and be fine. I don't need to worry about backing up. I'm just assuming one of the powers I get is like a shield or something. Or skills, I guess they call it in here. Oh, I can do another thingy. What's that? Fury. Evasion. Elemental resistance. This first one is armor. I don't know what's important yet. Wait. Defeat Defeat most enemies. Let's see. You are about to run away and lose your... Wait, no? Okay. Okay, now let's get back to the village. I can turn into a door to make our travels easier. Look. Oh. Definitely want that. Wait. My personal button? No, that's the button. I'll worry about that later. Head home. Perfect timing. All right, so let's see what that was about. So it has the name Margit's Graveyard, but I don't know if that means it's, again, a randomly generated place, or that was the level. There wasn't really too much to it. It was just walking around and whacking. But that was actually just pure action, which I really like. Let's explore the next area. Oh, but I'm still going out. That's interesting. Okay. Well, I'm gonna exit here, but pretty interesting game, action RPG in the vein of, like, you know, Diablo and all that. It'll be interesting to see what interesting different things it does. And yeah, that actually just came out. Let me go back to that. That just came out, I think, yesterday. Yeah, May 13th. It's got good reviews. You know what? Let's look at a little video real quick just to see if it shows how crazy it can get. Oh, wow. I mean, I don't even know what's going on, but there's a lot of stuff. Oh, okay. So if we're getting the rooms like this. Oh, wow. So was this an early access game too? That. Yeah, because it's not showing that it's in early access or anything. So, huh. Cool. A game that's out of early access. All right, guys. I'm going to head out. That was a lot of fun. What I'm looking for. That was Slormancer. What a name. I'm going to head out. I'll be back tomorrow with some more gaming stuff. But yeah, until then, see y'all later. Have a good one.